leading to social unrest. In this case, crime, because I'm a criminal lawyer and I'm a law teacher too. Então, we will read social unrest as crime in Brazil. Okay, that's my Instagram. We can talk later if you want. Uh, where's the control? Okay. But before, I would like to remember a very important book by uh, Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He was a thinker that lived at 18th century, and he wrote the social contract. Which is the basic idea of the social contract? It is the idea that once we born, every child in the world, once we born, this kid will sign a social contract that will give it to him to give to this kid duties and rights. So everyone expect of us that live in society to study, to marry, have kids, work, pay taxes, and be and have a behavior as an example for everyone. But this contract gives us two rights. What kind of rights? The human rights. So we gotta ask ourselves, are the states, the countries, are respecting this rule? Because everyone here, we don't have criminals here. Everyone here is it's by the contract, it's obeying the contract. But are we receiving our rights? Do we have food for everyone, health for everyone, education, equality? No, we don't have. That's the reason, because we will see at the end criminal activities are growing up in Brazil and in so many countries. It's because we don't have the basics. All right? Is Brazil. As you can see, it's a huge country. It's the fifth and the biggest in the world. Okay? Right in the middle, if you look at the arrow, is Brazil, is the capital. It's the center of the country. Brazil is divided by 26 states and one federal district. It's there where stays Brazil, the capital. It's the same. It's the same model from here, Washington D.C. Okay, and Brasilia, it's a very beautiful place. It's a perfect island, we used to say. It is considered a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, and it is one of the most developed cities of the Brazil. It still is the best quality of life in the world. I think it's like the ninth or the 91 place in the world in best quality life. And in Brazil, it's the highest per capita income for inhabitants. It's almost the double of the rest of the country. Uh, so let's see some pictures from Brasilia. You can see there are many large space, a lot of green, not huge traffic. Here is the center of the power. The picture up on the right side, you can see the center of the power. There is legislative, executive, and judiciary is over there in this square. Here is a beautiful big bridge, a lake, and everything. So, Brazil is a very nice place. I live there. I was born there. But only 3.3 miles away, we have the structural slum. This is the name before. Now it's structural city, but before was structural slum. And it's so near. You can walk through there. You can walk. It's a minimal distance. But as you can see from this picture, we don't have, or we have a huge lack of human rights over there. This is a structural city. It was born when Brasilia was development, and the workers that was built in Brasilia was went there to sleep. And it once was the biggest open air dump in the world. So see the conditions of the people. There's no streets, there was no sanitation, there is no schools, nothing over there. So now I'm gonna call your attention for this graphic. It is by homicide rates by 100,000 inhabitants, but you can read all violent crimes because once we say about homicides, we have drug traffic, assault, rapes, and everything. Okay, as you can see, we have the graphic from 2011 to 2018. And we have Brasilia, this beautiful city, and a structural city. In 2011, the difference between the homicides per 100,000 inhabitants was plus 10 times. Was a very bad place to be, structural city. But the district federal government has putting money on it, to improve the development. It's building schools, building streets. It's doing sanitation with city water, and the sanitation work. So as you can see, the rate is dropping in the past years. Now the difference is only 5 times approximately. So what I can say to you, our conclusion is such an arrest in the crimes are not because of the poverty. They're not. The main reason is because when the state doesn't make the contract, doesn't obey the social contract that we were saying before, and starts to take from the inhabitants, from his citizens, his human rights, as the right of a good education, the right of food, the right of many, that's 17 goals that we have here, we come to a very dangerous line. There are the human dignity life. And once we cross that line and the people are below it, then we have a cause of generate crimes. So if we think about these 17 goals here, maybe now it's too early to deliver this to the population. But can we ask ourselves if the state can deliver the minimum? The minimum. That's enough for now, We got to put our people, the inhabitants from all around the world, up this dangerous line. I think that's it. Thank you very much for your all.